think I know most of you, but just in case I don't, please come up and say hi afterward. I'm Rebecca Villarreal. I'm Marketing Manager here at Middle Atlantic, and we're really excited to have you all here. Thank you so much for your time, especially at the beginning of a very busy show, so thank you so much. I just want to give you a brief glimpse at what's going to be happening up here. You're going to be taking a sneak peek at 4 projects that we have that we are showing customers here at the show that build on our innovation and what Middle Atlantic is known for in the AV industry. So as you speak to each of the 4 projects, everybody's going to walk you through a couple of questions that will help kind of set the stage for you. So first is, what is it? 4 separate projects. I'm not even going to hint at it right now. You'll get to see them. They'll do a better job than me anyway. Next is, what's the market telling us? So what are we hearing from our customers? What is market research telling us? What's trending? We're going to talk about how each of these projects individually builds on innovation. And then we're going to talk to you about why does it matter. We want to get to the heart of it, and we know you do too. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Mike Baker, President of Middle Atlantic Products.
Well, welcome. I'm not used to doing this left-handed, so I apologize. And Becky, you did say a lot, so
Sorry.
That's okay. Listen, I'm really excited, and I echo Becky's sentiment relative to saying thank you. I mean, it's the first part of the show, you're just getting started, you're giving us your time, and you know, it's exciting to be able to share some of the stuff you're going to see. It's we call it building on innovation, but it's a look forward into the future. And so I'll take you through some of those thoughts and then turn it over to the team. You know, and one last thank you is for all the support that you've given us through the years. You know, I look back and we've been reflective for some reason at this show, and we've done a lot of things together, and we've helped to build an industry, and you look around and you see how this thing's evolved. It truly is exciting. So our theme is building on innovation. When you think about building on innovation as a theme, I break it down into 2 words, and that's the build part. That we've helped to try to create an infrastructure belief. Right? It's a foundational element of what we do. And so when we talk about foundation and building great systems and supporting AV systems, I mean, that's how we view our responsibility in the marketplace. And we take that with a great deal of personal involvement, personal responsibility. And, you know, the innovation side is really about our philosophy of customer first, for lack of a better term. We get our ideas from customers. You know, we don't create anything. We build a bunch of products, but we're always solving problems. And I want you to think of that theme as you walk through, and you know, ultimately, as Becky and Veronica work with you in terms of how we talk about this, it really is about solving problems for our collective customers and the integration base that forms InfoComm. And so, you know, we talk about reliability and solving problems and building on the future. You know, I don't want to lose sight of today. I think most of you have individual appointments to walk through the booth and get a sense of what we're bringing to the show. We've got 13 new products in all of our infrastructure categories, whether that's racks and enclosures or small device mounting, furniture, which you're going to see a piece of, both of those, power, connectivity, cable management, and whichever one I missed. You know, it's an exciting show for us. We can't wait to get you downstairs, but what you're going to follow is a little peek at our future. And without a whole lot further ado, I had 2 favors I would ask for me in terms of writing about this. It really is starting with the customer problems. We try to get out in the field, we talk to integrators. Next slide you'll see that we stay close and connected because you know, I think we've got 6 manufacturer trainings at this show. And again, it's working collectively and collaboratively to solve problems. And you know, technology just creates opportunities for us. By staying in touch with the technology, we get an opportunity to solve new problems. And kind of change begets change. As somebody innovates, you know, and we partner, you know, and give a plug out to Crestron. The seat downstairs, one of our products, was a direct response to a need that they created with their new DM a couple of years back, and so we're showing that at this show. So, you know, to close out, you'll hear a lot of talk about patent pending. You know, we do patents for a couple of reasons, obviously to protect the ideas, if you will, but also to recognize the people that are working on this and solving the problems. I'd say we like to have people come into our factory and see the patent plaques and people that actually did the work, because you know, nothing happens without good people. And lastly, I think that it's about sharing of expertise. And the beauty about this industry is it's grown, and you guys have all been a part of it. It's been around for as many years as I feel like I've been around, and it's fun, and the video transformation and everything that we do together. But we share ideas freely, and we work with one another, and ultimately we want to deliver a great AV experience to that end customer. So, in case you haven't figured it out, we are committed to this industry, and this will show you a look at the future. Some things are coming in end of 2017, some will show up in 2018, and we are continuing to build that innovation throughout our DNA. So, I'm going to turn it over to Ryan. Ryan Tilley is heading up our design tool efforts, and he's going to talk to you about the future of our immersive design experience.
Thanks, Mike. Hi, I am Ryan Tilley, and I will tell you about the immersive design experience project that we're working on here. Starting with answering the question, what is this? What is this immersive design experience? What does it do? Well, we expect it to be a complete AV design tool. So it's AV spatial design. We're going to be able to place the designs you've done in our product configurator on middleatlantic.com, as well as room elements and product from other manufacturers in 3D space, and learn while you do it. Okay? What if this tool, we're here to ask the questions, what if this tool can answer the questions, how big of a table can I fit in my space, or where do I need to place the connectivity, or will the people be able to see what's on the display? We want to ask these questions because what we're hearing from the field is that these spaces are becoming more complex. Designers are spending more time doing the math, so to speak. And we want to make it easy for them to put their solution together and solve customer problems. Okay? We want them to have a visual tool to see and work with that their solution in the space that they actually have to work with. Be able to export that vision as a piece of material to aid the sales process. Okay, above all, we want to make it easy to solve customer problems. Okay. This is truly innovative because it transcends simple product selection and allows us to leverage the collective knowledge of our engineers, our product managers, and the InfoComm community with all the best practices and standards that we've come up with as a community. So this is important to us. It matters to us because MAP has a long-standing reputation of doing what's right for the gaming community, and we believe that this will live up to that reputation. And it's more than technology, just for technology's sake. We truly believe it's going to make it easier for people to do their jobs, and it will end up being what great systems are built on.
Thank you, Ryan. One thing I failed to mention is these are going to be very brief, but we're going to leave time at the end for you to come back and speak with each of our leaders about these projects should you have questions about them. So we're going to be moving to the next portion. The leader here is one that you should be familiar with because you saw him here at InfoComm last year talking to you about our how we power AV. So if you want to follow me, we're going to come talk to Scott Lauder, Senior Product Manager of our Power category.
Thank you, Becky. Good morning, my name is Scott Lauder. I'm a Senior Product Manager at Kleiman for Power, and I'm responsible for Power category. So today we're going to talk about transformational power and what we're trying to do in this space here at InfoComm 2017. So if we think of the progression of power technology, 30 years ago it was about sequencing. It was about preventing amplifiers from blowing out speakers. It was about controlling systems for reliable startup and shutdown. Of course, 10 years ago, about that time, we got into serial control, we got into IP control, and if we look around this InfoComm show, if we look around existing products that exist, many of them are about IP control. They're about all the different things you can do in ways that systems can operate more efficiently or correct issues via IP. But the future is about IoT. The future is about data at the edge, data that could be gathered by equipment that is connected to our AV components, and how that data could be served up to the integration community, local systems, and ideally, that data can be used locally to make local decisions. So we're talking about autonomous control of power. So this all comes from what the market is telling us. So the first is no data is wasted. If we look back 10 years ago, there were constraints. There was constraints about memory, there was constraints about bandwidth. But as we look at systems today, there's a hunger for data, more data available, more data to be processed, more data to be analyzed. Security and privacy are becoming more and more important. It's not just about data centers anymore and cybersecurity, but even homes. Data security and privacy is becoming a bigger issue. So what we're doing in our research and development and working with the broader LeBron organization is finding better ways to provide increased security for our IP applications. Cost of downtime is increasing. As AV moves out of the conference room, moves out of the auditorium, and we're seeing it everywhere, downtime can affect entire buildings. So that's a major factor we're trying to address with our next generation of power products. And then finally, end users respond to visualized data. So as you're leaving a conference room, if you know exactly how much power was consumed in the meeting you just hosted, maybe next time you run that meeting, you'll think twice about turning 2 screens on, or turning those screens on at all, or maybe adjusting the lighting or the HVAC systems. So power products have the ability to provide that data to the control systems to help visualize and help buildings run more efficiently as well. So where are we going? We're going beyond control. As I mentioned, we're talking about autonomous control. We're talking about systems that can collect vast amounts of data for separate processing and analytics. And then once you find the needle in the haystack, you find those triggers that indicate that a situation is about to happen, you can pre-program the device to look for those very specific events and react in a known way. And in that way, you can create that autonomous, that artificial intelligence at the outlet. And where this all goes is, there's 3 steps to the process. The first is gathering that detailed data. Without the data, you don't understand the environment. What we're showing up here in this booth, and I invite you to come back, is a device that doesn't just have one temperature sensor, it doesn't just have one close contact, it doesn't just have one of everything, it has dozens of everything. And we are going to be meeting with the integration community to talk to them about what types of sensors do you need, how many do you need, how do you anticipate using them, and we're going to be developing that into our next generation device. Once those are in operation, when our products come to market, the integrators will be able to take all that data and they're going to be able to proactively respond to emerging issues with their systems as they install them, or they can go back and forensically look at the data and see issues that have happened in the past. And then all of this is used to inform the next design. And that's what's missing in our marketplace. Typically designs are cookie cutter and they're repeated over and over, project by project. By having data about the performance of existing systems, it's easier to design the most efficient next system. And the common goal is we would like Middle Atlantic to be the technology partner for that next generation of design. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Scott. I'm just going to ask y'all to maybe shift around this way because we're going to move our attention to this area over here. And I'm going to introduce you to our Director of Product Management focusing on our furniture category. So this is Megan Needler. Many of you know her already, and here she is.
Welcome everyone. I'm so glad to see you getting so comfortable around the dynamic lectern solution that we have. It works so well, right? What's really amazing about this unit here, we had a nice little handoff scheduled between our super tall Scott Lauder and myself here to show the adjustability. But it's about a lot more than height adjustability. It's about how can we actually enable the infrastructure to further the AV experience. It's no longer a sleepy participant, it's actually part of it. And it's the other thing that I think is really exciting about the lectern is we're talking about how can we include all of the simplicity of a desk and the work surface of a desk in a lectern solution. And I'll talk a little bit how we came to some of these conclusions. So what is the market telling us? We've done a lot of market research. What you see here today is the culmination of a broad team, a cross-functional team within Middle Atlantic reaching all the way into HR and operations. We've met with facility managers, professors, and integrators to talk through what challenges and problems are they facing today, and what challenges do they anticipate facing tomorrow. And ironically, each of these different personas has a different set of challenges and a different set of priorities. So how we came to this conclusion was really working with each of those different parties to develop a solution that works for everyone. And ironically, the work surface was a really critical component for professors. The transient nature of a professor means that they're bringing a lot of material with them. And although the facility manager will say the real estate is critical, the professors are saying I need more space. So these different conflicting needs is it one of the challenges that our integrators face in devising a solution that sells. How does this build on innovation? You guys are familiar with Middle Atlantic's frame to furniture story, right? So this is a frame to furniture piece as well. What we've done is we've solved the challenge for our integrators by delivering the frame first so that they can begin the system integration. We have a lot of new features in terms of small device mounting baked into this solution, including new rear access. So it has everything that our integrator needs. And obviously you can tell we've really updated and pushed the aesthetics. We feel like this is becoming more and more important when it comes to meeting the needs of the end users and universities. They're building standards, they want to standardize on solutions. We need a lot of different sizes, a lot of material variety, so that our integrators can get these solutions in that work for them, but also meet the needs of the end users. How does it matter? Well, obviously we've got new solution downstairs launching, the L2. We've got our stakeholder, the L5, and now this is going to be the new premium solution for the Middle Atlantic line. And what this allows our integrators to do is go in and sell the campus. They now have a solution at each of these different tiers for different applications to solve different challenges for the communities, the universities, excuse me. The other thing is that this is going to bridge the world of the AV and the commercial interiors. So have you heard about the next convergence, the commercial interiors and the AV? As the rate of change of technology continues to increase, it's putting furnishings more and more in the court of our integrator. And they need solutions like this to solve those challenges. Thank you very much. I look forward to walking through it more with you later. Thanks, Beck.
Thank you, Megan. So we're going to wrap around to the last one over here. And so what we're looking at is the intelligent technology ecosystem. And speaking with you is going to be Senior Product Manager Paul Delinchuk. That's fake money.
There's your money. Tell a good story. Tell a good story. Say it long ways.
Dump a little bit or something. Kind of like, yeah, I'm sorry, I ain't even. Filter around the side over here.
Well, everything here is walking across the side.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, Chuck. Well, thanks. They do the best to last, right? Paul Delinchuk, Senior Product Manager here at Middle Atlantic. And I'm here to talk to you about the intelligent technology ecosystem. Our project team kicked off this project with a vision statement of the future, which talked about, as a leader, it was our responsibility to bring a modular, intelligent ecosystem with native support for AV systems both today and tomorrow, designed for, by, and with our customers, and for their customers, right? To, in the end, deliver a whole new level of versatility and performance. So today, I'm here to unveil the intelligent technology ecosystem. We're here with this concept to validate with our customers starting today here at InfoComm. So, as we all know, the industry is rapidly changing. Our customers are facing challenges. We think we're keeping up with them, but I think we need to do a lot more. So, instead of hypothesizing, we talk to our customers. We listen to them, and behind the glass, they told us all the challenges that they were experiencing today and what they anticipated to be tomorrow. We took that data, synthesized it, and put it into these three intelligent solution categories. Opportunities that in the minds of our customers could make their work better. Proactive solutions that could better the serviceability of their systems. Organized solutions that could better the integration, design, servicing, and the reliability of those systems. And then just based on the aesthetics, right? A flexible system that could then now be put into those places that our customers are expecting. So innovation to us is solving problems differently. And in the intelligent technology ecosystem, we believe that we have unique solutions that are solving problems. So just by evident the fact that we have 5 patents riding within the heart of this ecosystem. So let me just demonstrate to you just a little bit of what's happening at the front here. Here we have a dual hinged power door, okay? Not only does it have security without handles, we can also allow our integrators to get access from the right and from the left. Okay? And what you see here is full illumination, just like your refrigerator. So you can see what you need to service. And with locator lights telling the integrator where exactly problems are happening within the rack. But what's really fantastic is that we have power coming to the front of the rack, which we can do so much with. We can do simply aesthetic lights, but we can also allow our integrators to have visibility to their systems in spaces that have, you know, visibility from customers that shouldn't be seeing that equipment, and then with the e-glass, make it fit to the environment. So why does it matter? So it's our responsibility, as my colleagues have all stated here, that our responsibility is to our customers. And I believe that just here and what you're seeing here at the Innovation Pavilion, we are innovating and delivering a better way for our customers now and in the future. So thank you very much.